With just a little observation, you can easily see that Russian tanks are usually about 0.5 m lower than tanks from other countries around the world. While the British Challenger 2 tank is 2.49 m tall, Germany's Leopard 2A5 is 2.64 m tall, and M1A2 Abrams is 2.44 m tall, the Russian T-90 is only 2 m high. In fact, Russian tanks have long been famous worldwide for their low profile but good features. The comparison between Russian tanks and those from NATO countries, especially in terms of height, reveals significant differences. Russian military doctrines emphasize a balance between quality and quantity, preparing for total force warfare with large numbers. Soviet-Russian tanks stand out for their small size, compactness, and minimized surface area. The armor is thick but lightweight, facilitating quick and cost-effective mass production to provide timely firepower on the battlefield. This design philosophy is reminiscent of the legendary T-34 tank, known for its reliability, low production cost, and high mobility. The simplicity of its structure made it easy to maintain and produce en masse, contributing to the Soviet Union's industrial power during World War II. In contrast, NATO tanks, particularly those from the American faction, tend to be large and very heavy. The trend towards larger and heavier tanks continued throughout the second half of the 20th century. Although American tanks offer spacious interiors, well-finished details, and crew comfort, their size poses challenges in terms of cost, production speed, and maneuverability on the battlefield. The designers of the former Soviet Union and Russia have identified several special benefits when using compact tanks. As we know, the combat capabilities of tanks include defense, firepower, and mobility. The Russian military believes that reducing the size of tanks will decrease the risks they face in combat. In addition to cost reduction and ease of mass production, the compact and lightweight design of Russian tanks provides them with exceptional mobility that larger tanks cannot achieve. Moreover, they transform into challenging targets due to their smaller size, making it difficult for the enemy's anti-tank weapons to hit them accurately. A notable point is that the historical and current operational areas of the Soviet Union and Russia, particularly Eastern Europe, have relatively flat terrain. The compact design allows tanks to navigate safely in the eyes of the enemy. Furthermore, the diverse climate in Russia, including mud, dust, and snow, favors smaller and more maneuverable tanks. The Soviet and Russian militaries' focus on designing smaller tanks contrasts with historical examples, such as the massive tanks developed by Nazi Germany during World War II. The Soviet approach prioritizes adaptability and strategic advantages in their specific operational environment. One specific example is the Object 775, a Soviet tank prototype from 1964, which emphasized a low profile, 1.74 m, to reduce visibility and enhance survivability. However, it faced challenges with limited visibility for the crew and difficulty traversing obstacles on the battlefield. In contrast to heavy tanks like the German Panzer VIII Maus, which had significant drawbacks due to its enormous weight, the compact design of Russian tanks enables them to maneuver more effectively across various terrains. The focus on mobility becomes crucial, especially in the flat and challenging terrains of Eastern Europe. The analysis also delves into the limitations of the design, highlighting issues like restricted crew visibility and the difficulty of overcoming battlefield obstacles. The Object 775 prototype faced challenges, particularly with its low profile and constrained crew space. The Russian military implemented measures to increase crew space, such as modifying the turret design and relocating ammunition storage. The goal was to maintain the advantages of a smaller tank while mitigating the drawbacks associated with crew comfort and safety. The transcript explores the strategic considerations behind the design choices of the Russian military, particularly the belief that Western forces would face difficulties accessing Russian cities without substantial highways. The focus on challenging terrains, such as mud and swamps, becomes a deterrent for heavier Western tanks like the M1 Abrams. Despite the drawbacks, the compact tank design has inspired other nations, such as Sweden with its Stridsvagn 103, also known as the S-tank. This Swedish main battle tank features a unique design without a turret. aiming to maintain a low profile. The discussion touches on the challenges associated with this design, such as limited gun elevation and the need to turn the entire tank to change firing angles. In conclusion, the video aims to provide an understanding of why Russian tanks are designed to be smaller than their Western counterparts. The unique benefits, challenges, and strategic considerations associated with compact tank design are explored in detail, offering insights into the military thinking of the former Soviet Union and Russia.